Hey, what's up? It's David Duford at davidduford.com, where I help insurance agents become top producers. Today continues the 5-part series of how to become a top producer no matter what kind of insurance products that you sell. Today is the third video in the 5-part installment, and what we're going to talk about specifically is that of many of the activities that agents do, the products, the training, the support, that many times what it comes down to for the agent who is a top producer is because they understand that it's all about activity, heavy amounts of activity in order to get the kind of results they want in the field. So let's kind of define that and discuss that with a little bit more specificity so you understand exactly how I mean. So when I'm talking about activity for you guys who are new in the business, you see, insurance is just a sales game, okay? It is a numbers game primarily. And when I say numbers game, what I mean by that is that your success is highly correlated to the amount of presentations that you complete each and every week. Now, there's some people who will disagree. They'll say that the insurance game is a matter of what you say and how you say it, and that matters more than anything else. And I will agree up to a point that that does matter. Certainly, I believe it. I think sales training and skill sets really make a difference. But ultimately, you can overcome mediocrity with sales, with activity that puts you in front of enough people. So I think the reason I think that's really important to you is that even if you don't feel like you're some sort of sales genius or hardcore closer, you can overcome that inadequacy with enough activity. I know there's a lot of agents out there who are routinely successful long term. They're not necessarily the best agents as far as from a sales perspective, but they're really good at making sure that they hit their weekly presentation volume on a consistent basis. There's a lot of people who do really well in the insurance business. They're flashes in the pan and they do a lot of business that's just enviable, but they don't sustain it because they don't have that focus on what really matters long term. And that's the purpose of this video, is to explain that, because we want long-term success. We don't want to make the insurance business just some short-term stop for 6 months. There's so much money and lucrativeness out of this business that you really need to be invested fully so that you can yield the most out of it with enough time, effort, and energy. So the definition of activity for me comes down to a couple of different factors. You know, we got how many calls did you make, how many people did you talk to, how many said yes, no, whatever. My main factor and driving number that I believe is most important in insurance agents is how many completed presentations did you do each week. That is the number you should strive for attaining every single week. I don't care how many calls it takes. I don't care how many people say yes or no or how many leads. These are numbers you'll work out that are individual in effect. But what matters is how many presentations do you complete. Now, I would suggest there is a magic number. Of course, magic is not real, but you get the idea. There's a number that correlates to a certain extent with a lot of success in the insurance business. And I've read a lot of different insurance producers' books that are top producers across the world and talked with a lot of different insurance agents. And what I hear routinely is that 15 appointments a week is where things start to happen on a consistently positive basis. So what I would suggest is just, again, not to question why that is or go into detail or let your brain get in the way of activity. Just take it as face value. If there are top producers who are routinely hitting 15 appointments in different insurance fields and becoming successful and sustain success and make good money, well, hell, it'll probably work for you too. So just take that at face value. So 15 appointments for many agents, half of those will convert or more into sales. Okay, and that's on a long-term basis. Some weeks are better than others. But with those numbers in combination with the cost of doing business, at the end of the day, that's usually enough to get a great income and to achieve the kind of level of success that a lot of agents want. So that is the conclusion of this video. Heavy activity. Always hit your numbers on a weekly basis. And if you don't know where to start on a full-time basis, try to hit 15 appointments a week. Do whatever it takes to see 15 appointments a week. I know one guy I read, his name's Tony Gordon. You can find his books online. He would break it down to a daily goal, basically 4 appointments a day. He wouldn't stop till he did 4 appointments. That was it, because 4 days later, he would have his 15 or 16 appointments. And lo and behold, find that his numbers would hold pretty steadily. My name is David Duford. If you'd like to learn how I can help you achieve a high level of activity through lead programs, selecting a product to sell, and master in the insurance business, you can go to davidduford.com to learn more. Click on the link above that shows you how to join David's agency, my agency, and to learn more about the products and books that I offer as well. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and feel free to leave a comment below if you'd like to learn or ask a question about anything that I mentioned today. David Duford, logging out at davidduford.com. Take care, bye.